All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Wisdom Den. Been quite some time since I've gone and make a video. I've been really busy on working on myself. I've been really dedicated to my own magical workings, and I've kind of fell off the grid because I've just been really dedicated to that. Okay. So for that, I do apologize because there are people that were, almost relying on my videos in a sense to teach them. And I'm going to be honest, this video is going to cover some real stuff. A lot of people can't be trusted when it comes to the occult field. About 90% of your people in the occult field are one of three things: either fakes, pretenders, or they're just armchair magicians. Now, that means that 90% of people that are in the occult don't know what they're talking about at all. Don't know how to do anything, don't know how to teach anything. And that leaves us in a position where it's hard to get a hold of real information. There are gatekeepers out here that once you do get a hold of this real information, you tend to not share it. And I think that's wrong. I think that the very few of us that are legitimate, I think it's our duty to help those that are legitimately seeking out the information and to explain it in a way that makes sense to those that are novices to the craft. There are a lot of people out there that come to it for different reasons. Maybe they have a love for everything exotic or spiritual, or maybe they're skeptics. No matter the reason doesn't matter. What matters is they have a passion, a desire to learn the occult, to learn real magic. And what I'm going to be covering in this video is, in essence, what nobody out here is able to break down, what nobody is able to explain, because I don't know why. But the question I constantly see and constantly hear, and something I went through myself, what I hear always, no matter how many books somebody has read, no matter how many sources they have gone through, how many old magic books they have read, how many books on evocation, demon spirituality, left hand spirituality, right hand spirituality, it's always the same, no matter what. After everything they've studied, they come back and say, how do I hear spirits? How do I see spirits? And it gets to a point where they give up, or they get mad because nothing's fucking working. And maybe over time they become to they get to an area, to a level in their progress where just from working so much, and this is from my personal experience, from working so much in the craft, doing rites, doing rituals, performing magic, they become more sensitive to energy. So now you can sense when you do a rite involving a Maimon, you can feel the energy of a Maimon in the room with you, but you still cannot see, you cannot hear anything, and what it is I went through this as well, and I went through this for years, and nobody could explain it to me, and nobody could help me. And that goes to show multiple things. Number one, either the individuals I was talking to were extremely gifted and they just came out the womb like this, or number two, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they pretend to know, And it's just a show they're putting on for ego or whatever reason. Because if you can't guide somebody through that, teach them how to hear and see a spirit, the most important thing, the groundwork necessary in order to perform any kind of spiritual evocation or invocation, any kind of working, something wrong with that. And as a society, as a group, as a totality of members to an elite niche, we have failed to give people the outlet of information to follow and the explanation of why it is so. You know, there are some people that harp on the reasons, the things you might need to do, but they don't tell you why. And therefore, the individual won't partake in doing it because they don't see the purpose. I'm going to tell you right now, meditation, very important. Visualization, very important. And chakra work, extremely important. For me, what held me back from doing meditations and visualizations for a long time is the fact that I was hung up on the fact that it's spiritual and I should be able to do these spiritual workings, and it should work. Why does what I do physically matter? And this is my answer to that. It matters because you are in a physical vessel. This operates as a blockage. If you do not have your chakras open, your energetic systems, your energetic points, major chakras open and clean, and you don't have your mind silenced through meditation, your mind under control, and you're not capable of getting in trance states and this kind of stuff, you're not capable of breath work, you're not capable of visualizations, you haven't worked yourself up that visualization muscle, you're not going to be capable of seeing your through your mind's eye the spirit, because you're having a blockage. You have not worked up this muscle to be able to see color yet. You haven't worked it up to be able to see outlines of images yet. So when an image tries to come through, or whatever, a spirit tries to give you an image to see, you can't see it because you haven't worked this muscle up to see. You haven't worked on visualization, so you cannot see. Does that make sense? And when it comes to hearing, you can't hear spirit because the meditation, your mind is so shut out from that. You have no control over your mind, so your mind cannot open up to the spirits trying to get through to you. Visualization and meditation are extremely important for those reasons. Now, the most important thing, chakra work. Your chakra work are the most important things. Now, if you do not perform your chakra work, there's a chance you will never hear a spirit. You will never see a spirit until you do your chakra work. You need to open your chakras, clean your aura, and you need to work on these energetic, physical and spiritual, energetic points of power. Once you open your third eye, you are going to be able to better incorporate the ability of clairvoyance. Once you open your throat chakra in conjoinment with the third eye, you will be able to hear spirits easier. And of course, even then, you need to practice it. And if you're trying to do invocations, you have to open your crown chakra and open your root chakra. If you have these two things open, you can then invoke a spirit through your crown chakra and hold it, and it can leave through the crown or your root chakra. But until you have all these 3 major chakras open, you are not going to be able to perform as a magician properly. And a lot of people, they hear about these basics and they overlook them. Get right to the meat and potatoes. Well, this is the meat and potatoes. These elementary skills, elementary exercises are what is important to magic. You need to work on meditation, visualization, and your chakras. And this is not going to be a just overnight, boom, done. You're going to have to work on it after you open it, which, for some people, it's a couple weeks and you have your chakras open. For some people, it's 5 months. Depends on how close they are. But if you work on that, you're going to always have to kind of come back to it and do a chakra working every now and then. And, you can always make your chakras more open and empower your chakras more and more. Later on, I will make a video on how to empower your chakras, how to strengthen your chakras, how to make them more sensitive to energies, whether that's your throat chakra for hearing or, your third eye for all the abilities that go along with the third eye, intuition and clairvoyance and sentience and all that good stuff. I will teach rituals for that, and I will teach you exercises to open your chakras, because a lot of exercises on the internet, I didn't want to do them because they were too simplistic. Just sitting there going, wrong, and then holding my hand a certain way. It didn't resonate with me. But I will show you visualizations, meditations, hand placements. They're called mudras. They actually are important. Then the resonation, I will give you those. And I will give you links. I will give you sources. I will give you things to access on your own to study. That way you can not have to rely on me, but be able to get this information on your own. But right now, this is very important for me to get across. If you are not able to hear or see spirits, this is your answer. Meditation, visualization, and chakra work. Okay? The basics. That's what you need to master. Once you have mastered visualization, meditation, and you have opened all your chakras, revisit evocation and invocation. But until you have opened your chakras, set all of the evocation, invocation, all your rites aside, okay? You can continue doing your daily practices such as LBRPs, or middle pillar exercises, or your cleansings, your groundings, whatever it may be, your daily practice. But eliminate, just put to the side your rites, your rituals for the time being, and focus solely on awakening your chakras. That is my advice for you. That is the answer. If you want to hear spirits, you want to see spirits, that is the answer. I hope this helps somebody. I know this video would have helped me, especially being able to put it in perspective so I can understand why it's important. Would have helped me a lot. So I hope that it helps you. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. I will reply. Deuces.